In this episode, I'm stuck in Moab, tow myself to Salt Lake City to a workshop, and drive on the Pony Trail Express Trail. Just went shopping in town and then drove out in the direction of the BDR. I saw that the engine was getting hot really fast, even so the terrain was not, it didn't correspond with the terrain. Like, it was going up a bit uphill, but it basically started from a cold engine and there was no reason for it being so hot. So I stopped. Now made some checks and it looks like my head gasket is blown, which is a major problem. So definitely not going any further today.
Always on sunny side, keep on sunny side line. It will help us every day, it will brighten man its fury rage today. Rush.
Alright, little update. Tomorrow it's gonna be a week since I've been stuck here in Moab. After I noticed that the head gasket was failing, I limped to the next campsite, which is quite nice and quiet, but it's also an hour walk out of town. So the next day I walked to town and basically talked to every mechanic in town and realized pretty fast that they're not willing and equipped to handle the head gasket change of the fender, and they're also really expensive and they don't have time. So everybody that was halfway willing to do it said it's going to take at least 3-4 weeks until they have a time slot to fit me in, which is of course not realistic since I'm traveling just passing through here. Someone told me like he's definitely not going to do it because it's way out of his league and it's way too complicated and the engine is really fiddly, and he's not going to do it. Which is weird because it's one of the easiest engines to work on. It's really simple, like a tractor engine, but okay. Yeah, so there was a full day of walking basically with 0 results, and I've posted a cry for help on one of the Facebook groups that is for people that go off-roading in Moab. And a lot of recommendations, but basically just for more shops, so the answer would have been the same. But one guy made a really good recommendation. He said just get yourself a U-Haul truck with a trailer and tow yourself to Salt Lake City. It's going to be my best option. So I looked into that, and it's not cheap, but it's the cheapest way to get out of Moab, I think. So for tomorrow, I rented a U-Haul truck, including a trailer. So I'm driving or towing myself to Salt Lake. I found a small workshop specializing in defenders. I've already talked to these guys, and they seem really competent and friendly, and they will slot me in when I arrive. So maybe on Thursday or Friday we can get the Defender fixed. They're probably not going to be much cheaper, but at least they know the engine, and they're going to be the most efficient guys doing the job. So in the end, it might be cheaper than doing it here. Even they said for a normal customer, I would have to wait like 3 weeks to get a slot, but they always manage or try to manage to help out travelers, because they know we're not able to wait for 3 or 4 weeks for the workshop to have time for us. So hopefully that's going to work out. Also, the spare parts should arrive maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow, or definitely by Friday. And hopefully it's going to work out. Because I can tell you by now I'm properly bored. I mean, it's a nice place around here, but if you're on foot and have no vehicle, there's not much to do. There's no hikes nearby. Going to the town is a long walk, and an even longer walk back up the hill, because the campsite is on a small hill. So I've been chilling on this campsite. Got the hammock out, as you can see, and it's been nice to unwind a little bit after 4 weeks of constant driving every day and hiking and being always on the move. It was nice to calm down and just relax a little bit. But I've been doing that for almost a week now, and it's time to get going again. I want to do something, want to see something new. Yeah. The airport to pick the spare parts up from DHL. Luckily both packages were here. Now I'm off to return the truck and go to the workshop, and hopefully by the end of tomorrow we'll finish back on the road. Wish me luck. I stayed in the workshop for 2 days. After discussing with the 2 guys running the workshop, we all agreed that it probably isn't the head gasket, because the symptoms were just not severe enough, and we changed the coolant reservoir, because I was still running the old reservoir from the old engine, which we think is not big enough for this engine. So maybe there was just not enough room for expansion, and that's why it overheated. So we fitted a bigger reservoir and flushed the cooling system like 6 times to get like all that stuff out, and put in new coolant, new glycol. Yeah, and hope for the best. So I kept on driving without really fixing anything, or yeah. I wasn't too happy, but yeah, we agreed it wasn't a head gasket, so we didn't have any other solution. Let's keep on driving. I really like this kind of terrain, like the openness, the vastness. Really nice. A lot of fun to drive through it. Good road. Exactly what I'm looking for. America, land of straight roads. I prefer this kind of traveling to off-roading a lot more. Have nice scenery, it's really beautiful. Some nice gravel roads, so it's not pavement, but it's not a good road. You can easily cruise with like 60, 70, even 80 kilometers per hour. That's what I like.
Was wondering why there's basically no people around here because the landscape's absolutely amazing. Vistas mind blowing. On the road was in perfect condition, like even with a normal car or motorhome you can drive on it. There was nobody. But apparently it's like a dead end because now the road got a lot smaller. I can see why not a lot of people are driving here. Or maybe I'm wrong, but I'm following on a GPS track, so I think this is the right way. When I have enough food and water and at least I'm just gonna follow it and see where it leads. It's absolutely stunning. No one driving here besides me. There's no tracks and the road felt more like a cattle track. Now it's turning to something even smaller, so I have to investigate if I can continue here. Doesn't look great, but I think it's drivable. I think I'll give it a go. Where we are going, we got meat roads. I can see like a single train from a motorbike that went down this road. But there's definitely some people coming through here occasionally, but other than that, I don't see any tire marks, not from an car or anything, or even locals. It's quite a straight that nobody's here to have this all to myself. Definitely hope I don't break down because getting tape around here might be a bit difficult. Something is definitely up with the engine. I have no idea what. A small stretch where I had to drive a little bit slower, and there was like a tiny incline, but not much at all. Suddenly the engine got way too warm again for what it should be, and luckily I stopped and opened the hood to like let the wind cool it a little bit and stuff. And I saw that the coolant hoses are ballooning. So that means there's way too much pressure in the cooling system. Also saw that one of the cooling hoses ballooned so much that it's touching the wheel of the water pump. So there's already like a little abrasion from the wheel running into the hose. So that definitely needs to be changed. So I don't know what is happening. Maybe the water pump is not working properly. Or it's a bit difficult now. And I'm in the middle of nowhere. But definitely let it cool down now. Maybe stay here for the night. Tomorrow, probably not attempt that mountain. Also, I would have loved to drive over it, over the pass. And on the next side there's like a big road. So it would be probably the fastest way to get to the town with the workshop. But probably head back down there. So there's a farm. So there's like a decent road. Maybe that's in the valley without any elevation gain, and drive back to town.
not sure what to do. Well, at least I picked a really pretty spot to break down. I'm gonna spend the rest of the day and the night here, and then tomorrow when everything is cooled down, I'm betting on that it's gonna be like today, that the engine's gonna be okay. As long as it's not getting too hot, so I'll drive back down the bigger road and try to drive out of the valley, hopefully flat, so the engine shouldn't get hot, and everything should work fine. And once I get back into the cell phone reception, I'll try to call some people and Google what to do. But my number one suspect might be the water pump. The impeller maybe is pressed on, and when it gets too hot or something, like it's losing connection and it's not pumping water anymore, and that's why it's getting too hot. Otherwise I'm running out of ideas, because I don't think it's a head gasket anymore. And it would have come on earlier, driving for like 5-6 hours, 250 kilometers without any issues. Just here, out of nowhere. Problems! That's life.